Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with his good friend, Mr. Millennial Mike. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, man, we have an important topic to discuss. I'd love to bat around with you. You brought it, so I'll let you kind of outline it, and we'll dive in together.
Sure. Yeah. So there's always brand new people who are learning about real estate and developing the interest and desire to become financially free or to become a real estate investor. And we can't pick the time when we woke up and pulled ourselves out of the financial matrix. Sometimes you pull yourself out in the middle of uncertain times, rising interest rates, and a potential upcoming recession. So my question to you is, for the brand new potential real estate investor, the newbie, what should their first three steps be or their first plan of action be given the times we are in right now?
Yeah, so it's funny. What my basis of my channel and my story, whether it be my first or second book, I'm always thinking about that person, right? That's really what makes my channel different, right? All these other channels, they eventually get too big for their britches, and they're talking about 100 units of this and 100 units of that or whatever. So the beauty of my answer is it doesn't change. So one sec. I have this thing called ORAT rules. It stands for one rental at a time rules. These 7 rules never change. Bold letters, italics, never change. And they're really simple. Number 1, focus, establish a buy box. I don't care if it's the start of a recession, the greatest bull market ever. Brand new investor has to have a buy box. Number 2, you have to have daily discipline, 20 minutes a day. It never stops. I don't care where the market is, 20 minutes a day. Number 3, you must grow your network. Look to add 2 new people a week. I don't care if you've been doing this for 20 days or 20 years. Add more people. Number 4, the whole goal of one rental at a time is to learn what average deals are in your buy box. And then, and only then, do good or great. If we're heading into a recession, good leaves the building. We only do great. If we are in a big bull market, then good or great wins. So the last 2 years, good or great. The next 2 years, great only. 5, bad things happen. Sorry, learn and move on. Number 6, you are signing up for a 5 to 10 year commitment to make work optional. This is get rich, not get rich quick. It's get rich for sure. And then finally, number 7, audit your network. Most of you new investors fall down at number 7. You have people in your network spitting fear, and it's you got to get around more positive people. And that's one of the greatest surprises that I've seen over the last 3 years is my private Facebook group that's only out there for students, because they're all positive, doing the work, asking questions, networking. So my 7 rules don't change on the market. This is where these anchor me and anchor my channel.
So shout out to the private Facebook group real quick. Yeah, if you're watching this video and I've already purchased Mike's course and you're in that private Facebook group, leave a comment down below for anybody who might watch this, because in my personal opinion, if you take the entire library of content from Mike's course and you wiped it away, threw it away, and then deleted it, the cost of purchasing the course would still be worth it just to have access to the Facebook group, because every question you have, somebody already did it, and they're going to be in there, not trying to scam you, sell you anything, or take advantage of you. So Mike, I know you love your Facebook group, but just expound upon that a little bit in terms of the course.
Yeah. So again, I love it when unintended consequences happen. So let's just go back. So again, I have a book, I have a course. I'm really helping people. Thousands of people now have changed their life. I'm not a social media expert. I don't edit videos. I pay people for thumbnails. I don't know what the hell I'm doing half the time. I created a Facebook group for one reason. I get asked a lot of questions repeatedly. So I'm like, great. Why don't I create what, my software world was called an FAQ, frequently asked questions, a repository. That's what it was to me in the beginning, was a way for me to save time. And social media, when done correctly, is amazing. People start sharing stories. They start posting postcards. They start posting wins. They do actual deal reviews. They ask, they network. The group now is like 12 or 1,300 people, growing every week. And now you're seeing people network in cities, which is phenomenal. So I agree with you. A $320 course is stupid low, which is fine. But the Facebook group, again, 0. I could charge for it. I won't. I call it the happiest place on the internet. If I try to get to it once a day. I'm not perfect, but I try. And I love everything that's there. And now more and more of my experts like yourself, Matt, the lumberjack, Matt, the mortgage guy, Steve, everybody responds. It's I'm just so thrilled and tickled every time I go there and see another
Mhm.
win or a postcard or whatever. It's awesome.
Yeah. So if you are a new investor, if you're somebody who's saying to yourself, I really want to get started, I'm not exactly sure what to do, buying the course is a fantastic idea. Getting the books, reading the books, watching the YouTube channel, buying the course, being able to talk with other people. There's guaranteed going to be somebody in that Facebook group who lives in the same state as you, probably within the same city as you. So I would recommend getting in there. But ultimately, what I like, going back to Mike's original answer, was being consistent. If you look up Mike's interview on Bigger Pockets from 10 years ago, which looks like it was shot on a, I don't know, 2007 Nokia.
Probably
grainy, bad lighting, not
Dude,
as overproduced.
My cheeks were like this, man. I was fat.
These were before the CrossFit days when Mike decided to get shredded. But what's interesting is I watched this interview, maybe in the last 6 months, I watched his interview from way back in the day. And I thought it was so funny how it was the exact same message 10, 11 years ago as it is today. And the market 10, 11 years ago was complete 180 from what it is today. 2010, 2011 was way different than 2022. Yeah. So when he says the message doesn't change, the goals and principles you need to follow don't change, and the plan of attack doesn't change, it's the exact same thing. And if you want the proof, you can go back and watch that video.
Yeah,
we need more on this.
Yeah, we should probably go find the URL, and I'll pin the comment just so people, again, my message story doesn't change. Again, I'm a one rental at a time guy. I think it's the best way for most people. I think you get to 4 rentals, it changes your life. Could I do a syndication? Could I do this? Yeah, but that's not, I'm playing a different game. I'm trying to build something that lives 50 years after I'm dead and gone. And that's expensive and time consuming. You have to be repetitive. That's why I go to the Facebook group, to get that little dopamine hit every day. It keeps me going. So yeah, I think that group's awesome. So Mike, where can people find you?
Yeah, so people can find me if you just go on YouTube, Instagram, or Google and type in Millennial Mike. You can find my YouTube channel. Most of what I talk about is just helping people learn how to invest out of state. If you live on the West Coast, East Coast, it's too pricey, you want to invest somewhere else, more landlord friendly, that's what my channel's about. So check me out there.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy.